Hello again.
Hello.
What is your name and what do you do for a living?
My name is Phillip, and I am a railroad photographer.
Okay. Let's see what fate unstash you. 3. It's going easy for a start.
Okay.
No point game, just pure curiosity. Okay, this is interesting. What is your favorite accent?
Accent. Scottish. Mine is a very poor Scottish accent, but Scottish.
What makes you like it so much?
It is iconic. And that's literally all it needs to be, is it's iconic, it's a bit rude. Kind of like this channel.
It can be rude. Anyways, the game officially starts now. 4. You want to answer it or pass it off to me?
Pass it off to you.
Oh, okay. We're going to me first. Okay. Right off the bat with a full Zealand. Lovely. I have to come up with a question on the spot to myself, apparently. A level 4 question, I will say, would be most likely a would you rather. So, would I rather give up media and become rich, or always be poor and do media? I love media too much. I'd rather be poor and sad than give up my passion.
Basically, he's chosen the life he already lives.
Who would have known? And yes, I am poor. I'm literally renting equipment from the university to make this happen.
By the way, my railroad photographer job is also free, so I don't make money either.
The media business, everyone. So I'm assuming you would give up your photography job for which?
No.
Love it too much?
No, it's just fulfilling.
Okay.
But that's not the question for me, though.
True. 2. You want to answer or pass it off to me?
Might as well pass it off to you. These are pretty basic questions.
I mean, it's supposed to be easy going.
I can't be easy.
Well, it is on this show. What is my least favorite overrated movie? The most overrated movie, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, the Marvel Endgame movie. It's overrated as hell.
I wouldn't know. I haven't watched any since the first few.
I kind of feel from what I know about you.
Yeah.
Infinity War is 20 times better. The storylines have a more natural feel to it, and it made the characters actually combine better. While Endgame, it's like, plop, fight, ooh. And too predictable. You snapped at me for one.
Nope, didn't work. Okay, let's continue.
Long series. 11.
I'll do it.
You would do this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The harder the questions, the better it is for me.
I mean, you get more points, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
If you could change places with anyone in life right now, who would that be?
Randy Fellface.
Okay. For those who may not know who Randy Fellface is, can you describe?
He's a little purple puppet man from Australia who is doing comedy tours across the world right now. And he's just very funny. I've seen him live in person. I've been the butt of one of his jokes in one show. And that's enough for me. I'm like, yeah, I want to do that.
So you want to be...
I don't know if I wouldn't ever be professional, but to be fair, neither is he. Because who really is he?
Could be you, could be me, could be anyone.
It was Sammy J all along. Okay.
No! Okay. Understandably so. I don't know who I would honestly trade places with. So, 1.
You know what? I might as well do one basic question. It might as well be the most basic question.
Okay. The easiest, quote unquote.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I shouldn't make the easiest one the hardest one to open. Are you a day or night person?
Night.
Night.
There's no need to explain that. It's this night.
Likewise here.
Yep. Come on, 9.
9.
Yes.
9. Oh! Let's go.
I only wanted 9 because I was up to 12 points, and that would have made it up to 21. That's my birthday, everybody.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
And I'm assuming you want to answer this.
Yes, of course. I don't know how we've managed to do that. People think we scripted this.
Hey, you saw no edits. So, let's see what we got here. If you could master any skill right now, what would that be?
Driving trains.
Driving trains.
Yes. Locomotives. Trains are what they carry. But yes, that is a passion project of mine. I want to eventually drive locomotives for Heritage Lines, not for the main network. I don't have the mental capacity for that.
Okay, is there any legacy trains you want to
Too
drive?
many to count, and it would take me too long, so we're going to skip that.
Okay. I'll make you answer it one day. 19.
Oh, of course I'm doing that.
Figures.
That would make it up to 40? Yeah. Out of, I don't know how many points it is.
60. That's
60?
That's
Okay.
the goal.
All right.
Literally, you get 20, you're good to go.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm going to keep you here.
Yeah. I figured.
Is life better with everything correct and going your way and everything you want, or is life better when you have nothing?
Chaos is life. And as such, having an orderly life would be very mundane and boring. So having nothing means everything is possible. And that's what life should be.
Okay. For those who may be wanting to get everything they desire, which respect if that's the case.
If you
What
want
you-
everything, then what will you have after you have it all? There's my follow-up question to that.
Follow-up question to a question.
How do you answer a question, but with a question?
True.
Join us for the spin-off of this show where we get an answer and we have to figure out the question.
Yes, Tomska.
Oh no, it was a Who's Line joke before that.
Oh, true. Uncultured. Moment. Sits.
Sure.
Just making sure. Yeah, sure.
Sure. That would be 46.
Oh, okay. I was
Can
about
you
to
not
say-
find the card?
I was about to say, did we hit another Fool's Errand? Guess what? You have a talk show now.
Oh boy!
Who are you inviting first if you could have anyone?
Craig Ferguson.
Makes perfect sense.
Yes, because my show would be very similar.
For those who may not know,
He wa-
Uncultured.
Yes, he is one of our both of our favorite talk show hosts of all time. Even though legally he has to say David Letterman's better.
I'm contractually obligated to say that.
Yes, but Craig has always been my favorite comedian. I grew up with him. His robot sidekick was the best, and nothing else I can really say. He's an inspiration. And
Okay.
you should check out his clips of his old show on YouTube.
They're free.
They're free.
All right. 17.
That would finish us off, I think.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and do it.
All right. this is philosophical. In a bid to be different, do we make life simple or complicated?
It's in a bid to be different.
The desire to be different, does it make life easier or difficult?
I think it just makes us human.
Just make us human. Doesn't matter on the difficulty level.
No, we're human. We will accept whatever challenge we feel like we want to accept. Like I accepted the job of both being in this episode and playtesting this, so I knew what all the rules originally were before we had to change them all because I broke the game.
Yep, he found the meta within 2 rounds, so I instantly had to change.
Yeah, and I just won without having to use it.
Yeah, which I am surprised.
What is our time? What is our time, by the way?
We still have 13 minutes.
I
It
broke.
took longer. This took longer.
Yeah. I broke the original game in 7 minutes.
Yeah, completed the amount of points within 7 minutes.
Yeah, I think that makes. Does that make me the fastest round in this game so far?
Yes.
Of course it is.
Again, you're just too quick on finding your S points.
Yeah. But that means that I have won.
Indeed.
And that means you need to take the consequence.
Yes.
Now-
For those who may not have seen the other episodes, the punishment for whoever loses is the winner can either pick a question that's remaining or come up with one on their own. But I know you.
I have more than one.
Oh,
but,
God. You know what? We have time to fill.
Yeah.
Come at me.
Okay, the first thing is, based off of a previous conversation we had about originality and how nothing is truly original, out of everything, what did you rip off to make this show?
All right, I actually answered this.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. It was actually similar to one of the questions. I had a philosophical question of, is anything original? I can tell you exactly the 3 shows that inspired me.
Go right ahead.
Anthony Padilla's A Day Live. Hot Ones with the format.
I kind of figured that one.
And then lastly, it's just the mixture of, how do I describe this? What is the show called again? I've seen it once and I just love the film style of it. It's one of the 2012 YouTube series. I will put something on screen or description. Yeah, use this format. Because I can't think of it right now because it's been a couple days.
Yeah.
And I'm having severe deja vu of saying almost the exact same thing.
Well, okay. That was the more tame of my questions, to be fair.
I figured, I know you. This is tame.
Yes. Now, the other question is, will you, as yourself, ever be relevant?
Probably not. In the media industry, it's a hyper-competitive field. Not everyone will know who I am, and I probably won't be famous unless I'm known for like one thing.
Well, to be fair, there's multiple ways you can rephrase that question, though. I should rephrase it a little bit. Will you ever be relevant to yourself?
Okay, we're going introspective here. Okay, I respect this. Oh, Mike. Sorry, editor. Sorry, me.
I better re-ask that question. You can ask this question in multiple ways, though. Will you ever be relevant to yourself?
Well, there's 2 ways I can take that question. I can take it literal, or I can take it from an outside point of view while working inward. The simple way to look at it is, will I be relevant to myself? And I'll be technically yes, because I'm always going to be inside my own head. I will know how I think. However, if you take an outside look looking in, no, I will not be relevant because ultimately, big scale, small scale, I'm one guy in the whole world. The media field is always getting competitive from people on TikTok, traditional media, and whatnot. Odds are, besides the handful of people who know me, I probably won't be known at all. There's probably a lot of people who do not know who I am, even though I've known them for years. So will I be relevant to myself? No.
All right. That's interesting. Okay, I got one more question.
Okay.
Only one. You have constantly talked about originality. We're going with another originality question.
Okay.
So I'm going to question this. How much of you is original and how much of you is ripping off me?
Okay. This is going to require a lot of explanation because we have to go through an entire lifetime within 8 minutes.
Well, first off, the goatee thing. I did that first. The hat thing, which he's not wearing a hat right now.
But if you see my social medias, I often wear in some way or form.
Yeah, some kind of fedora.
Or a cap.
Yeah. The fact of having a YouTube channel also kind of started with me. You've overwhelmed me with it since then, but I did start that. And I think the biggest part of this all is that most of your most premium content on your YouTube channel is rather stuff that I recommended you to watch, or the biggest running jokes or the funniest moments are usually stuff that I came up with and you just used to make yourself more popular.
Mm-hmm. I mean...
So, average, how much is original and how much is just a ripoff of me or using me as profit?
For one, I am technically still not making profit on YouTube, so profit-wise, none. As far as exposure, well, based off the fact that, again, this will require a lot of explanation. Let me just look at the camera. For those who are not aware of my YouTube channel, at the beginning of the year, I had roughly 1,000 videos, give or take a little bit more. After deleting all the failure videos, all the ones that underperform, and doing all that, I'm down to 500. When you look at how much is left, all of it kind of involves, in some way or form, either inspiration or idea that came from you, or it involves some type of meta joke that came from you and I discussing, or just 100% you. Mm-hmm. So if we're looking purely YouTube channel-wise, my channel technically belongs to you.
And that is the whole funny fact about life right there. Sometimes you are owned by someone else and you don't even know it.
Mm-hmm. But then I want to ask a question that we turn back to you.
Sure, why not? We have time. Mm-hmm. We got like 3 minutes left. Let's do this.
How much of you is original? Or are you inspired by different shows and characters?
I am not original at all, but I cannot tell you anything of where it comes from. All the stuff comes from my head, it is all funny and right off the top of my head, but it's probably referencing something. I know that we at least made one Benny Hill running joke, and that just came from 2 seconds of saying, hey, we could do this. So, yeah, originality, it doesn't exist. But at the same time, everything also is original in the same way. And I believe that this is the end of the series.
Actually, no, we have 6 more minutes left.
We do?
Yeah.
Well, this is the end of the series, though. This is the last episode, as far as I'm aware, syndication-wise.
Yes, you are the last episode that I have planned scheduled.
Yep.
We're going meta here.
We are going meta. This is the behind the scenes that everyone asks for. We have time to do this.
Yes. Since this is the last episode, I mean, you might as well.
I mean, we can, but here's another thing. So, season 2. When am I taking over and you have to answer the questions?
I mean, you want to try to do this on cam? Pick a color.
Black.
What's all?
19.
It's black.
And it's black.
All right, season 2.
Please, PBS, pick us up for season 2.
Or else it's going to be really awkward.
I promise I'll only steal the hosting job for at least 1 episode, maybe 2. I promise.
Guaranteed 1.
Guaranteed 1. I will steal his funder for 1 episode. This is just how we're like. If you didn't figure it out yet, we're cousins. We're related. This is just, this is nepotism at its finest. But I get nothing for being here other than asking embarrassing questions I would have just asked him later anyway.
Yeah, we're just having fun on camera, which ultimately is what this series is about.
I don't know. We got like 4 more minutes.
4:30.
4:30?
Yeah, you might swell.
Okay, let's just get question 20 out of the way. Let's just get the last one at least so we can say we've done that one.
Yeah.
We can both answer this. Mm-hmm. I'm not afraid. I'm an open book.
Is there a way to live life that's 100% in your control? No.
Yeah, no. If you have full control over your life, I'm sorry to admit, you might, okay, to be clarified, your entire life, no, not possible. Parts of, like a good significant portion of your life after you're 18, maybe.
Yes.
If you become a hermit, live in the forest, and that's your choice in life, then yes, you can take full advantage of your lifestyle and your choices. But it's not your entire life. We learned that from McDodge.
Yes. And I can definitely say no, because no matter what, you're going to be controlled by someone. Someone's going to be your boss, someone's going to be your parent, someone's going to be your partner that you have to follow instructions at least once. And besides, you have 18 years of a free trial in life that you're controlled by 2 people.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah, and depending on your region, it can be between 16 to even 21 years.
There's no way, unless you, again, as you mentioned, hermit, or you are like a CEO of a boss and you have full control of the company.
Yeah.
Which at that point, are you really living, or are you controlled by other people's profits?
Yeah, I mean, there is proof that you can live your life living it the way you want it and no one else's way. But you do have to live a different life out of your control first before you earn that right. And even then, most people will choose not to live that life.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 18. Let's go down.
Yeah. How much time we got?
2:30. And it's a fool's errand, so we'll just ignore that one.
Sure.
Man, 2 fool's errands. That's the first.
Yeah. I'm just going to start opening these. We're just going to speed run these.
Yeah. not 18. 16 is, which is more important, wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom, because you don't have to be smart, but you have to be street smart.
Yes.
What are the 7 virtues of life? Your 7 virtues of life?
Respect, loyalty, wisdom, generosity. 7.
Kindness.
Yeah, kindness.
Being funny.
Humorous, yeah. And open-minded.
I agree. If you could replicate the 7 deadly sins, what would those be? They would be the exact same as they are, but I would add an 8th sin, and it's called selling out.
Yes.
There we go.
Your 8-year-old self just saw your entire life. Would they be impressed, neutral, or upset?
They would be confused.
Confused.
Name 5 things you would bring or take out of a burning fire. Whatever is necessary.
For me, it would be phone, ID, money, credit card, and my sister. I would trust my parents can leave the house.
What about your dog?
Hopefully one of them gets it. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Rudolph. Okay.
Sorry, Rudolph and the cats. What 3 traits do the people... Wait, how did I phrase it? Oh, what 3 traits you cannot stand in people?
Greedy, narcissistic, and I won't say ornery. Unopen-mindedness.
Okay.
Not open-minded. Describe your best teacher. You had better teachers than I did.
My best teacher was an open-minded guy who legitimately just did the best for us.
What's the most embarrassing story you can tell? I think we've already done this. Ironically, we've already done this. I've said that you're a complete sellout to me. So, okay.
And then the last question of this entire series.
And the last question overall. We've answered every question now.
Yes. What's the best book, show, content, or movie you have seen recently?
It is Roll of the Dice! Good night, everybody. See you next season, I hope. Please, PBS, please!
Or at least some funding for the YouTube, at least.
Let's get a special going at least. Mm-hmm. We can make a movie out of this. No, we can't. We can't make this feature length.
It's special. An hour-long special we can do.
We can do an hour-long special.
Anyways, the true last question Anyone you want to shout out? Organizations, charities, etc.
Support the Whitewater Valley Railroad, located in Connersville, Indiana, celebrating over 50 years of quality service and train trips across from Connersville to Metamora, Indiana. Please support them.
Okay. Have a good rest of your time. Hopefully we get season 2. Peace.